season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he just continues to throw touchdown. Pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To the air again, Darnold. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 69 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Myles Garrett. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott now, option right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So we had the touchdown and 2-point conversion to start the game. At least they're able to come back and get 3 on the board for their opening drive.
Yeah, and most coaches will always say, just give me something on the opening drive. Anything you can put up on the board, you feel better about things. And in this case, I like the fact that they resisted the urge to try and match them big because just get the points on the board. You're okay, even though they put 8 on you to begin with.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his
Keep his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight line.
Touchdown!
Jalen Naylor,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. To the air again, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And again, it's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. From his own goal line, Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they work this out past the 25. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Darnold to throw again.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Darnold. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On third down, it's Prescott.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Darnold from the red zone now.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play. But now it's all for naught.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Prescott yet again.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Prescott down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Darnold. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Mitchell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you...
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Eluding the pressure, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw, Darnold. They find... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
C.D. Lamb.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Caleb Evans.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Prescott's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw again. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Minnesota,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a